So here we have our larkspur, and it's just about ready for harvesting. The longest vase life, you want to pick the stems when about the bottom third of the blossoms are open, and then the second third of the blossoms are just beginning to open, with the top third of the blossoms closed. Now for dried flowers, you want the opposite. Top third of the blossoms closed still, and then the second 2/3 of the blossoms open, because during the drying process we will turn the stem upside down, and if all of the blossoms are open all the way to the top, then during the time that the plant is drying, you might find that the more mature blossoms simply drop off, and you end up with less blooms on your stem to survive. Now either way, whether you're using them fresh or for drying, you cut them in the same way. Chase the stem down, we call this the king stem. Chase the stem down to a junction, and then take, this stem is plenty long enough, take that stem out and put it straight into a bucket of cool water for fresh flowers, or turn the bunch upside down for about 3 weeks for drying. The larkspur makes such a good dried flower because there is hardly any water in the petals. They are paper thin, and they make absolutely fantastic confetti. Now if by chance you forgot to deadhead your plant, or you didn't pick them for cut flowers, you need to remove the seed pods, because what will happen is if you leave them in place, it will signal to the plant that it doesn't need to produce any more flowers because it's done its job, and it will focus all of its energy into the production of seed. So by removing the spent flower stems, that will signal to the plant that it's not yet fulfilled its task of producing seed and produce abundant daughter stems for you to enjoy in your garden. I'm going to do a really simple jug of just larkspur. Would you look at that? It's like fireworks in a vase. Look at that. I've done a bit of an ombre. I do like an ombre. I've got some other stems in the flower shed conditioning, and I'm just gonna put them in and make a larkspur jumble. This is smoky eyes. Look how massive the flowers are. Taking off some of the lower flowers because they'd end up in the water, and look how big they are. You can make a buttonhole out of that. Good Lord, I can't cope. This is stunning. Literally, I do not want to add anything else into it apart from larkspur, because it's just incredible. Look at all those colours. This is larkspur frosted skies, and look at those electric blue petals at the back. Gorgeous. This is larkspur misty lavender. It's just so sophisticated and classy, isn't it? Getting married this time next year, imagine. All you need is, I think it's 4 packets of seeds. So you want the mix, the grey, the smoky eyes, the frosted skies. Well, this one is coming up to the house with me.